Welcome. This is Bitcoin Day Trading, the best Elliott wave analysis, episode number 29. I have been sleeping 2 hours tonight, so from time to time I'm a little insomniac, and when that happens, I sleep very little compared to my normal night of sleep. So this is one of those nights I could only manage to sleep 2 hours. So now I feel like it will be really hard to concentrate. But anyways, I'm not letting this be an obstacle for me talking to you and taking a look at the chart with you. So we're going to do this together. But first I have to show you my disclaimer as always. So this is my disclaimer, and I want you to take a look at it so that you are aware that there are risks involved in trading. Then the second thing I want to tell you is under my services, here are a couple of services that I propose, and I might and I will offer a service for 10 members at the end of this intervention. I'll talk about it at the end of this episode. So if you're interested in a special service for 10 members, then listen to the end and I'll talk briefly about it. It's for 10 members and there are already 6 members interested. So there are 4 spots still available. But I'll talk about it once I took a look at the chart. I want to start with the charts today. So if we talk about the 3-hour chart, it looks like if we have topped at our FIB extension level. So our FIB extension level was this one, where wave 5 equals 1.918 of wave 1. And now, yesterday I wasn't so certain, but now it looks like if we did top at this level. I'm still not certain that this is actually the end of wave 5, but if I only look at this chart, it looks like if it is. And that would mean that we could expect a correction to the bottom of wave 4, which would be at 52,956.47. But I'm still not 100% sure that we actually topped, because this could also be just a small correction in the 5th wave, and we could still have to accomplish the 5th wave. We could still have to go high in the 5th wave. Let me show you. So we could still, if I make it simple, and let's say we started here, the 5th wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we still could have a 5th wave taking us up to the next FIB extension level, or this one or this one. So this is still possible, as I told you yesterday, because this, I'm not sure if this correction is only this correction, like here and here, or if it's a bigger correction, and that will give me a 3-wave up and down to the 4th wave. Both are still possible, and I didn't make up my mind in what case we are, because to do that, I'll take a look at the smaller time frame, and I must be sure. But for now, I'm not sure 100% that this is the top of wave 5 of 3. If it would be, then the next thing we must expect is an ABC correction, and down to 52,956. But I'm not 100% sure, and maybe you understand it better once I show you the 3-minute chart. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. So this is the correction I'm talking about, and of which I'm not sure. And what I'm showing you now is this correction. And I'm not sure about it, but I'll tell you what I know right now. And with time moving on, and I'm getting more data, I will be able to make a more certain forecast. But for now, I'm not sure that that will go as that we go this load, that we go down to 52,956. I'm not sure. It could be the case, but I'm not sure. And I'll tell you why I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I'm looking at the start of this correction. And what I see right now and how I labeled it is a W here, an X here, a Y wave here, an X wave again. And then I would expect a Z wave, which will end the fourth wave correction. Because as I labeled it right now, we are having, this is, let me just zoom out. No, there's no need to zoom out, but this is wave. I'm not sure if this is wave 5 of 3, and we are accomplishing wave 4 right now, and then we get a wave 5 even higher. That's one possibility. That's the possibility I have labeled on the chart right now. And the second possibility is that this is wave 5 of 5 already. Okay, and that we did top. In that case, we go. In that case, we will go lower. Once we reach this this level, we will go lower because we are then accomplishing a bigger wave correction. If it's wave 5 of 5, so I'm not sure if it's wave 5 of 5 or wave 5 of 3. Right now, I've labeled it as if it is. Right now, I've labeled it as if it is wave 5 of 3, because that's my favorite count. But I'll see if I'll change my opinion until tomorrow. And I will put, instead of a 3, I will put a 5 up here. Okay, in that case, it would be, this would be the top, and we won't go lower. I will take off the other fib levels because they won't be reached. But right now, I'm still hesitating. So I'm hesitating of if it's wave 3 here or wave 5. I'm hesitating, but the favorite count for me right now, my favorite count is that it's wave 3. And if I zoom out, you see what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about this being wave 1, this wave 2. Then here, up here, you get wave 3. You don't see it because I have to zoom out. Right now you see it. So again, 1, 2, 3. Then we get a wave 4. And then we would get a wave 5 even higher. Okay, that's still my favorite count, but I'll change my opinion. And I told you already yesterday when I will change my opinion. I will change my opinion once we go below 58,550. Once we go below that, we break the structure of a wave of this being a excuse me, of this being a possibility of being wave 4. Once we go down there, that structure is not valid anymore because wave 4 cannot retrace in the territory of wave 1. So once we go below that level, we won't. But I took a look at some fib levels, fib retracement levels. And if I'm not mistaken, let me take the fib retracement tool so I can check that I'm not telling you something wrong, because I'm a little sleepy and I could make a mistake. As you know, I didn't sleep a lot tonight. So let me check. So if that is the start and this is the top, Okay, here we have it. And okay, now let's see. Now that's not how I calculated it. I probably took the retracement from the start of wave 1, but I think it's better to have this one. No, I'm a little confused with my FIB levels, but yes, that's how I did it. I did it from the start of wave 1 and then traced the retracement of the start of wave 1. And then you would have the first FIB level, the 50 FIB level here, 50%, and the 3A2 level just above it, which would give you these targets. But I'm not sure that you should do it that way, because I'm talking about the retracement of wave 3. And in the case I take only the retracement of wave 3, which would probably be the better version of doing it, we should look at the next FIB levels. And you would have the 3A2 level here, the 50% level here, and you would get the 618 level here. So in that case, I would actually move up. Instead of putting you the 60 level as I did here, the 5 level as I did here, I think that's a mistake. Huh? I'll think about it again, but this is probably a mistake for me. So I would put it at the 0.0618 level, the end of the correction. So I would move up the C wave and the Z wave. I would move up the Z wave and the fourth wave, the bottom of the third wave. But in both cases, okay, if it's now the 618 level that holds us or the 50% level, I think the 618 level is more probable, and I'll change it until tomorrow. But in both cases, 6.18 or 50%, in both cases, we stay above my key level. In both cases, we stay above the top of wave 1. We don't go in the territory. We don't go in the territory of wave 1, and that would still favor the favored count. It would still favor the favored count, which would be WX, Y, X, Z, and then I will still favor new highs to accomplish the end of wave 5, because on that count I've labeled it wave 3. Okay. So in both cases, I think there's a good chance that there is support above the key level of 58,550. I think that there's a good chance that there is support about that level, and that we could only make a small retracement for wave 3 instead of making a bigger retracement for wave 5. Both alternate counts are possible. I hope you did understand both of those possibilities. And we'll find out if we go from, because we could only retrace here up to here, let's say to the channel, and from here we could then go higher to our next targets, or we could that's the bullish count, and I'm not sure which one I favor. Right now I favor discount a little. But I'll be more sure with new data on my screen. Until tomorrow, I'll be more sure, and I'll tell you what I think with more certainty. The other possibility is that we make an A, B, and then C down to this level, to the 52,956. Actually, not that level. I'm mistaking. I'm a little tired, so I'm making some mistakes today. That we make an A, B, C to this level, to the 54,231. That's the first possibility. The second possibility, and the first possibility, is that we only retrace little to the channel and then go higher. But once we have reached the top here, then we would retrace an ABC to the same level. Then we would retrace an ABC to the 54,231. So in both cases, I think that our target stays at 54,231. The only thing I don't know is if you are correcting from here, okay, an ABC, or if we will correct from higher, an ABC. So I'm not sure about that, because I'm not sure if this is the top. I'm still not sure if this is top, or if we could top higher, if we could top at those FIB extension levels. Right now, I favor a little the bullish scenario than the bearish scenario, but I will have more certainty tomorrow. On tomorrow's update with the price, with the price data, I will have more certainty. And one more last thing. I forgot to mention it. So let me switch back to the 3-hour chart. What you see on the 3-hour chart here looks like, well, you understand what I mean. The A, B, C wave up, in the C wave, it looks like if we had an ending diagonal. So we had a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there were overlap between wave 4 and wave 1. That only happens in an ending or leading diagonal. Here it is an ending at diagonal because it ends wave C. And not just did we get an ending diagonal, but we also had a failure in wave 5, because wave 5 did not go to the level higher than wave 3. So that's a failure. So both of those things tell us and that there is bearish price action to expect, because it is a sign of weakness if you get an ending diagonal. That's this construction. So some call it a flag, but in Elliott you call it ending diagonal, and it's a sign of weakness. And if you get an ending diagonal and a wave 5, a failure in wave 5, which means that wave 5 didn't go above wave 3, when you get both of them, it is a sign of more weakness to expect. So I think that it is likely that we reach the 618 level retracement, the 0.618 level retracement of wave 3. I think that this is likely, and this, and now that I thought about it a little, those FIB level were calculated wrong. The right calculation is the one that you see that I put on live, and it would be the 618. So I think that it's likely that we go to that level, because the pattern you see here tells you that there's more weakness to expect, because we not just have an ending diagonal in wave C, but we also have wave 5 that doesn't go up above wave 3. And I'll just show you how it looks on the chart. So ending diagonals happen in wave 5 and they happen in wave C. And when they happen in wave C, you see what it looks like. And that's what I'm seeing on the chart right now. You get an A, B, C, and in the ABC, you get 3 waves. Here, did he do it correctly? No, actually, he did not do it correctly. Wave 4 should go a little lower, and wave 5 should go there. It is more correct on the example here on Elliott wave forecast. I would have put wave 4 lower than wave 5, and then you get the correction. So, but that's just where ending diagonals happen. And here also, he didn't make sure that wave 4 and that wave 1. And normally in an ending diagonal, wave 4 enters wave 1. So I don't know why the people who made that chart did not do it the correct way, but you get an idea. Both of them are ending diagonals. They happen in wave 5 and in wave C. They are also leading diagonals, but now we are looking at an ending diagonal. So to look at the right wave, at a better ending diagonal, look at this one and see that there's an A, B, C, and in the C wave, you get the ending diagonal. And here it is perfect because wave 4 enters the territory of wave 1, the span of wave 1. And it is even better than that because wave 5 did not go higher than wave 3. So both of those tell us that there's more weakness to expect. So I'm expecting us to reach the level, the 618 level. And both of those fib levels, I did calculate them wrongly. I realized it now by looking at the charts with you. Okay, that being said, I said that I'm offering a new service. It is right now not on my disclaimer, but I'm offering it to you to a limited number of members. The first who tell me that they are interested. It's a paying service. So let me tell you what it's about in a couple of words. I will offer live Elliott wave updates on BTC. I'm offering you a new paid service. I will provide you with live Elliott wave updates on BTC 1 to 3 times a day. So you know what impact the latest price action is having on the Elliott wave principle. You will know through this new subscription live when I go from bullish to bearish and what my latest outlook is on Elliott wave. If you want to know more about this service, you need to join my public Telegram group. The link is in the description, and read the second pinned post for me. For now, this service, the Elliott wave live update on BTC, will only be available to 10 members. I will be charging 20 USD per month for this new service. So I'm starting this new service, and for now the price is at 20 USD, and I'm only offering it to 10 members. And what you will get are live Elliott wave updates on BTC. For the moment, there are still 4 places available. So I already have 6 people who are interested, and I'm willing to give 4 more places. And if you want to join, if you want to know more about it and see what it looks like, you have to join my public Telegram group to find out more, because I will post a couple of examples on Monday and maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't see how, I don't know how long I'll do it. Probably I do it until I get the 10 members for my Telegram group. And the thing why I only accept 10 members is because I need to manage the subscription. And I need to check every month if every member did send me the 20 USD. And if one stops paying, I need to find a new member, and I need to get rid of the one that is not interested anymore in the service. So I need to make in the administration stuff about the 10 members, about the 10 paying members who are interested in live Elliott Wave updates on BTC. So I need to manage that, and I don't know for how many people I can manage it. And right now I'm not going to pay somebody who do the management for me. So at the start, it will be only open for 10 members. Former places are available. So that will be a new service. I haven't put it on my website for now because it is new. It's a new idea. I had the idea last night, and I asked my Telegram group, and people were interested. They were interested enough so that I will try it. Maybe I will start maybe this week or next week with that new service. And now the thing is, how do you make sure that when you pay money, you're paying it to the correct person? Because you don't want to get scammed. And there are always people trying to scam you. There are still always people in the chat on YouTube trying to scam. In Telegram, I didn't see scammers for now, but on the chat on YouTube, there are every day people who try to scam you. So to make sure that you don't get scammed, now you see me talking about it, so you know that it's real. But to make sure that you don't get scammed, you only should pay money to my Bitcoin address. So on the payments, and there you see my Bitcoin address. Okay, my Bitcoin address for payments and donations. And here I did put you my Bitcoin address. So that if you, when I start the new subscription service, people will pay the 20 bucks on my Bitcoin address. And it always will be this address that I show. If you have somebody who asks you to pay money to any other address, you are being scammed, and you will lose all the money you pay, and you will get nothing in exchange. There are always, on every one of my videos on YouTube, there are scammers promoting scammy services. So you must be extremely careful about that. And those people will try to impersonate me. They will take fake pictures, create fake profiles of my face, and will ask you to pay the money. But they will ask you to pay the money on their Bitcoin address. And I'm only asking, I will always only ask you to pay money on my Bitcoin address. So you can scan the QR code to do the payment, and you can check that it's the correct address. So don't send money to scammers, and make always sure that I'm the one who's offering you the service, because I'm offering you some trading related services for paying members, but you must be sure that I'm offering them to you and that you are sending money to me. And if you send money to my address, and let's say I can't deliver you the service you are asking for, okay, then I would send the money back to your address. And as I told you already, you only pay the transaction fee. And right now the transaction fee on BTC are quite low. I haven't checked today, but during the last couple of months, they were extremely low. So it would cost you something like 30 bucks to send me Bitcoin. And it would cost you only 30 bucks to send Bitcoin back to you. But you must be careful and not sending to anybody else. And there are always scammers. So the more successful I get, the more scammers there will be. and they will come up with more scamming schemes to get money out of you. So be careful that you don't get scammed, and always check that it's my BTC address. So that's it for today. I have also a linked pin message on Telegram about my mentorship and what I can offer you. You don't have to take all of it, but that's what I can propose you. And if you take the mentorship, I will try to make of you profitable trader, because 99% of people lose, according to me, lose money in the market. Some people say it's not, it's 95. There are people who say it's 90%. There are people who think it's 85%. So depending on what book you read, trading book you read, the amount of people who lose money varies. But I think it's 99%. I think there's only 1% of profitable, consistent traders. So if you take the mentorship, I will teach you everything I know about trading, and I'll make sure that you are part of the 1% of people who take money out of the markets on a consistent basis in bull as well as bear markets. So that's what I teach you. And I'm talking about it also on Telegram. There's a linked message. There's a pinned message on Telegram that I did write, and where I did explain the different things that I can teach you, because I had somebody who was interested but had a couple of questions, and by answering that question, I could also explain in more detail what the mentorship is about. So check the Telegram for the mentorship information, and check the Telegram for my Elliott Wave live updates service that I'm proposing. Check for both of them and tell me on Telegram if you are interested. There are still 5 vacant places right now in the group. So you could get a place if you act quickly and join my public Telegram group. Okay, that's it for today. I won't make it longer. I already did make it extremely long. And as you know, I only slept 2 hours this night, because sometimes I'm insomniac. As always, leave me a message. I like reading your message, even on YouTube. And join my Telegram group. There's important stuff that happens only on my Telegram group. So join my Telegram group. And leave me and subscribe, and of course hit the bell notification, because this is time-sensitive information. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you tomorrow. I hope I sleep better and I will be in better form tomorrow. I think it went quite well, even if I only did sleep 2 hours tonight. Anyways, I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.